Hey, what's up, y'all? Second video of the day today. Third video on the burgeoning channel. No real aspirations here. The reason why I started this channel was because of my interest in Arcade1up, and I wanted to make a log of my experience and share with other people that might be interested. So I just posted a video about some issues I have with the Defender controls, high scores not saving, despite seeing that kind of touted on their social media before release, and some other things that are actually being addressed, like the paint here, which is starting to rub off. I'm confident that someday I'll get a replacement from them that will, fix that issue. Gauntlet not saving or crashing is something that they've said that they're addressing. I imagine that they're going to have to put a new Gauntlet ROM or do some sort of software fix on the software itself, and I really would hope that while they do that they do something about the Defender controls. I'm going to show a little tip here. If Defender is sort of your main attraction here, what I've done so that in the meantime, until there's a software fix that's remapped the controls, where I can play Defender, I can play Joust happily. What I did though does mess up Gauntlet and Rampage, especially when it comes to multiplayer. What I did essentially was, for Defender, thrust is attached default to this button here, which on the board, which all the switches are connected to, this button is labeled as 1A. So what I did was I attached this button to 1A. This button, which is the fire button, is designated as 3A. I attached my player 3 select button to 3A. So now in Defender, I have thrust and fire on these two buttons. That also means that the way this button would generally function for other games is now mapped to this button as well. In other games, whatever function this button had, it's now on this button. As far as the player 2 and player 3 select functionality, I just moved those to the places where they were missed from, except I was unable to get this button to reach all the way to make a connection for the player 2 start button on the little switchboard that everything's connected to. So I use this button for flapping in Joust when I'm playing Defender, joystick up or down, reverse, and I have thrust and fire and smart bomb and warp all generally where they should be. It makes Defender a night and day difference. They should fix that at a software level, I believe, since they're already going through this Gauntlet debacle and having to issue replacements for the control panel. Why not take the extra time, since they're so big on authenticity, to go ahead and get some Defender authenticity. They can do it with what they have here. They've just mapped it wrong. So there it is. Otherwise, I love this thing. It's a great idea. I want to get the Pac-Man cabinet. Definitely want to get that Final Fight, Ghouls and Ghosts Strider 1942 cabinet. I love the product. Don't take my criticism as in any way saying that you should stay away. Unless this cabinet, unless they don't fix some of these issues, I can't really endorse it if you want to play Defender. Any other thoughts I can think of at the moment? if you guys have questions about my experience, let me know. If there's anything in particular that you would like to see, let me know. I'll show you a little bit here about how Defender works now that I changed the controls, okay? So this is still your player 1 start button. Excuse me, honey. I still never said I was good at Defender, but at least now I feel like I could get good if I wanted to. I'm going to turn the volume off so you can hear me. I feel like at least now I would have a chance of learning how to properly, play the game and get good at it. So that makes me happy. My dog is whining at the cat that wants inside. So even though I'm not doing it great, this is already, just the experience is so much better with it set up like this. Can easily tap my smart bomb there to, if it gets hairy, which it often does in Defender. I'm not going to last long here. I want you to see how I've got the buttons rewired. And it works pretty well, I think. But I shouldn't have to do this. This should be done at a software level. Okay, so then if I want to play something else, same thing, hold down player 1, go back to the menu. I can play joust just fine. So now push A to select game, which is usually this. Well, yeah, I changed it. So now the A button is right here, which is what I will use to flappity flap in the joust. So you can see, playing joust, no problems here. Yeah, I'm not pressing that button, but I'd rather this minor inconvenience and still be able to play Defender. When it comes to other games, Gauntlet and Rampage, yeah, it doesn't work so well with the way that I rewired this, which is why they need to fix it on a software level. Because I would, when other people are over, I would like to be able to play Rampage and Gauntlet. But when I'm by myself, it's mostly going to be Joust and Defender. So that's why I did this. Anyways, not going to go in depth on any gameplay here, but that's where I'm at. Thank you, Arcade1up, for addressing what you have so far. I really genuinely hope that you address the other things, especially high score saving. I was reading that I would be able to save my high scores, and that was one of the things that got me really excited when I plunked down my money for this, because me and my wife, there's a little competitive thing, and I want a record on here of when I won and when she lost. I want to be able to see my initials above hers. So I know that's not a difficult thing to implement, and it would make a world of difference in the value that you get out of this machine. So do it. Do it! Okay, I'll stop rambling for now. Thanks for watching. If you want this channel to go on, I don't know that it will, but hey, subscribe, like it, send me a message. I'll engage, comments, I'll respond, I'll try and be civil. I love gaming of all kinds, so maybe if people show interest and think that I have a knack for communicating, then I'll keep it up. Until then, or until next time, I'm Paul, and thanks for watching.